Foodies, listen up. Seattle Restaurant Week is almost here, and it's so fun. It's actually 2 weeks running from April 14th to the 27th. And here with a little preview is Tina Fahnbulleh from Gold Coast Ghal Kitchen, which is located in Seattle's First Hill neighborhood. Tina, thank you for being here.
Yeah, I'm super happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh, the smells on this table are already incredible. So what are we cooking up today?
So we are making mafe, but we are doing it vegan style with shiitake mushroom instead of the usual protein would have been chicken or beef or lamb. But we are
We're opting for a veggie version. I love that.
In the Pacific Northwest, so why not mushrooms?
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, how do we get started?
Yeah, so we're gonna start with our cooking oil.
Okay.
Our pan's already heated, and then we will add in
I can already fire in shallots.
Yes.
There we go. I'm the shallot model. Ooh, that sizzle. Yeah. And what, like, for someone that hasn't heard of this dish before, how would you describe it? Just very flavorful, full of a lot of...
Very flavorful, lots and lots of spices. So we have our turmeric, we have curry, we have parsley in there, ground parsley, just lots of herbs happening.
Delicious.
Yeah. So we can add in our red pepper and
Okay, red
tomato.
pepper goes first. Yes. This is like a paste, or what is this?
It's just a base, so it's just blended red peppers and tomatoes.
Yum.
And then we'll go ahead and add in our onions as well, pureed.
Pureed. So far, I'm loving everything you're putting in, Tina. I'm pumped.
This is a very simple dish. Takes about no more than 30 minutes to make. So I just added in some tomato paste, and then we can go ahead and add in our spices.
And you kind of went over all this, but lots in here that you kind of already mixed.
Yes.
Am I doing this right?
Yes, you are. You're doing great.
I don't want to let you down.
You are doing amazing.
Wow, delicious. How would you describe Gold Coast restaurant? Like what the kind of food people can expect?
Yeah, so it's mostly Ghanaian and Liberian food, but you know, being from West Africa, the food is also similar across region. You know, a little bit of changes, but we mostly stick to Ghanaian and Liberian food. And so that's what you can expect. Very, very deep flavors. It takes about 3 hours to make any one dish.
Oh my gosh.
With the exception of the stews. Yeah.
We'll be here a while, y'all.
Yeah, if I were to choose that one, Negusi, we would be here for a long time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you let this cook up and then
cook, and then we add in our peanut butter.
Oh,
and
delicious.
so we go easy on the peanut butter. We just want a hint of it, not you know, to overtake the food.
Not too overpowering, but you can still taste a lot of the peanut notes. You feel like it's very,
Very much.
Yum. And then you have your mushrooms. Are those local? You were just talking about grabbing? Okay.
So they're from Snow Valley and got them from Farm Stand Local. And so, you know, we try to source from home as well as here when we can.
Definitely. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, how long does this kind of cook up before you mix everything else?
This goes for about 10 minutes. And then in that 10 minutes, you would add your protein. In this case, you know, we're short on time.
Yeah.
And so we're just gonna add in our mushroom.
Yes. And then what are the other two things that you have over there too?
So what I have here is locust beans. It's fermented beans. And it has a very strong smell, but
ooh, okay, yeah.
It goes in the egusi stew. It just adds lots of depth and umami flavor. Super, super good. And then here we have our cilantro aioli that goes with the beef pies, beef or veggie hand pies, empanadas mostly. And sometimes I have it with the plantains as well.
Oh my gosh, I know. We see some final products over here. So this is what the final product, we're cooking, but like you said, it has a different protein chicken, correct? In this guy? Okay, fabulous. Yeah. I'm gonna just dive in and taste test while you're still mixing, but this goes in this dish as well?
Oh no, I was just still hanging on to this.
No, I was like, wait, okay. Yum, let's just dive in. I'm excited. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Tina, this is so flavorful. This is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
10/10 recommend. Oh my gosh.
And it's super easy to make, super affordable. So in college, when everyone was doing ramen, this was my ramen.
This was your ramen.
Yeah.
Well, this is so elevated. We don't even need to say that. But I actually feel like following along with this, I could maybe even make this at home.
You
so
can, yes.
It's very accessible and easy for people to make. That I'm just gonna leave that right next to me. What is on, like, what else is, I guess, on here that you can talk about? But is this going to be featured too during restaurant week that people can grab?
And so, of course, we have the mafe with chicken, and then we'll feature it with the mushrooms as well. So you can do a vegan option as well as the chicken option.
That's awesome.
And then we have egusi with fufu. And so fufu is this one, and it's a starch. In this case, we're using plantains that's been dried, dehydrated, and then put over heat. And then think like more mashed potatoes almost, but more dense. So it's typically had with the hands. You take a piece of it, just gonna dig in.
Yes.
And then grab some stew, like that.
I love it. So a lot of people at your restaurant, I mean, that's how you want people to eat the food, is like eat it with your hands and enjoy it.
Eat with your hands, and we get lots of people that come in that just order the fufu by itself without, the soup or stew that it's meant to go with, just because they want to try it. And so you're welcome to do that. I've given up in telling them otherwise.
And over here, you have the meat pies, like you said, the vegetarian option and a beef option, and then is this fried
plantains?
Oh my gosh, okay.
So I like to say it's the cousin of bananas, but it's more starchier, and it can get sweet the more and more it ripens, but yeah, it's a little different than banana, but also really, really good.
Are there any restaurants, I'm kind of putting you on the spot here, but during restaurant week that you as a chef are like, oh my gosh, I have to try this restaurant?
I don't even know if they're participating, but Communion.
Yes.
I get one day off, and luckily they're now open on Tuesdays, so I somehow find myself in there.
I still have not been there, so I need to make a trip for sure. And everyone needs to come to your restaurant. So would you say that these are the most popular items on the dish, or is there anything else that you really want people to grab?
Definitely get the fufu with the peanut stew, goat peanut soup. Sorry, I should say soup. My mom's gonna correct me. With the goat peanut soup, otherwise the potato greens, which is this here. It's the leaves from the sweet potato plant that's braised with chicken and then had over rice. Also really, really good. Yeah, but for restaurant week, we are featuring the egusi with fufu and then the mafe.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for a break strictly to just stuff my face some more. Thank you so much for being here, Tina.
Absolutely.
It was amazing. And of course, just a reminder that Seattle Restaurant Week goes from April 14th to the 27th, so head to their website to see the full list of participating restaurants.